Ever feel like you're just a target, completely outmatched and at the mercy of an unseen enemy? That's the terrifying situation Staff Sergeant Alan Isaac finds himself in during a brutal sniper duel in the Iraqi desert. Today's recap dives into the intense psychological thriller, The Wall. Will Isaac survive this deadly game of cat and mouse, or will the sniper finally get his wall decoration? Let's find out. The year is 2007. The Iraq War sputters to a close. President Bush declared victory, and reconstruction efforts crawled along. Sergeant Matthews and his spotter, Sergeant Isaac, find themselves in the desolate Iraqi desert, dispatched to investigate a brutal massacre at a pipeline construction site. Every American worker lies dead. They aim to secure the area and identify the culprit before another team enters a trap. Hours melt beneath the unforgiving sun as they huddle behind meager cover. The silence stretches taut. 20 hours later, Matthews' patience wears thin. He suspects the attackers, whoever they were, completed their mission and vanished long ago. Scattered bodies suggest a coordinated team, not ragtag insurgents. Isaac disagrees. The telltale headshots, every single worker, point towards a more chilling possibility. Juba, the legendary Iraqi sniper. Matthews scoffs. Eliminating that many in less than 30 seconds? Impossible, he can't wait any longer. Ignoring Isaac's warnings, he descends into the macabre scene, requesting cover from Isaac. Isaac complains about his scope blurring, a replacement long overdue, but this one belonged to a fallen comrade, a heavyweight to carry. Matthews delves deeper, each body confirming Isaac's theory-precise headshots, a chilling signature. He reaches the center of the site, searching for the shooter's position. Isaac's desperate pleas for him to retreat go unanswered. Then, a deafening crack. Matthews crumples, a searing pain ripping through his abdomen. Panic surges through Isaac. Ignoring the danger, he sprints towards Matthews in a zigzag pattern, dodging unseen bullets. He's almost there when a searing pain explodes in his leg. Trapped, Isaac is forced to abandon Matthews, seeking refuge behind a crumbling wall. Both wounded but alive, they connect via radio. Matthews, his voice ragged with pain, orders Isaac to call for backup. The fight for survival has just begun. Isaac grimaced at the gaping wound on his leg. Without wasting time, he fashioned a makeshift tourniquet from his belt. Grabbing his radio bag, he attempted to contact the base, only to discover the antenna shot out by the sniper. Matthews' voice crackled through the earpiece, urging him to locate the sniper. But Isaac's warning about the sniper's keen eye fell on deaf ears. Frustration mounting, Isaac used his knife to chip away at the wall, hoping to create a vantage point for his scope. A falling rock sent a fresh wave of pain through his hand. Meanwhile, Matthews reached for his rifle, but blood loss took its toll, and he slumped unconscious. Determined not to share his friend's fate, Isaac gritted his teeth and used his knife to extract the bullet from his leg, an excruciating ordeal. He bandaged the wound, succumbing to unconsciousness himself shortly after. A strange sound jolted Isaac awake. A voice, an officer it seemed, offered medical supplies. Relief turned to suspicion as the officer demanded Isaac's exact location or a gunshot signal for the supposed helicopter drop. Isaac, familiar with the protocol, sensed a trap. The accent, too, didn't ring true. This was Juba, the sniper who had hacked the radio. Recognizing the ruse, Isaac refused to cooperate. Juba persisted, switching tactics. Idle chatter, threats to Matthews' life. Isaac, though desperate, wouldn't be swayed. He pretended to engage, using the time to draw a map on the dirt, calculating the bullet trajectory, and pinpointing the sniper's probable location. As a freedom fighter, Juba spun a narrative of protecting his country. Isaac countered, challenging Juba's logic. Killing those bringing progress schools, infrastructure, a stronger economy. The conversation became a tense dance. Juba probed for personal information, met with resolute silence. Threats to Matthews were met with growing skepticism. Finally, Juba revealed he'd overheard their conversations, proving his omnipresence. Isaac, ever resourceful, spotted a dead soldier with a radio strapped to his back. Reaching it, however, meant risking another shot. Dehydration added to his woes. His water bottle, punctured by Juba, was empty. Juba reveled in Isaac's suffering, taking a twisted pleasure in detailing each shot. The antenna, the bottle, the leg. But Isaac, fueled by a thirst for survival, turned the tables. He deduced the sniper rifle model through cleverly disguised questions. Using the scope, he spotted Juba's unlikely hiding spot, beneath a pile of trash, enduring the scorching heat, a testament to his resilience. Wounded but unyielding, Isaac was locked in a desperate fight for survival against a cunning enemy. The outcome hung in the balance. Isaac sweated under the relentless sun, pinned down by a hidden sniper named Juba. Juba denied being the infamous sniper terrorizing the area, claiming to be an innocent Iraqi. Isaac suspected Juba's American accent betrayed a past as a traitorous officer, but Juba insisted he only targeted attackers. Isaac shared a story of his childhood friendship, a bond that led them to enlist. Exhaustion gnawed at him, and Juba's chilling threat to staple his tongue echoed in his ears. Desperate, Isaac tried to lure Juba by waving a jacket and helmet, but the sniper remained wary. The helmet clattered to the other side, leaving Isaac's head exposed. The weight of his mistake pressed upon him. Driven to another risky move, Isaac sprinted for a nearby body, snatching a bag and a useless radio, before dashing back under Juba's hail of bullets. The bag offered precious water and candy, but little else. Juba punished his daring by crippling Isaac's scope. A crackle in Isaac's earpiece brought him hope. It was Matthews still alive. Isaac yelled at Juba's location, and Matthews positioned himself to take a shot. Isaac, determined to distract the sniper, engaged in a tense conversation. He learned Juba was a vengeful ex-teacher, his students killed in an American attack. The wall they hid behind was all that remained of his school. Juba noticed Isaac's damaged scope and demanded answers. Isaac, racked with guilt over his friend's death, confessed he kept it as a reminder of his fatal mistake. Meanwhile, Matthews blindly fired at the trash pile, using the broken scope as a makeshift sight. Isaac joined in, creating the illusion of a two-man attack. As Matthews reloaded, Juba landed a shot on his shoulder. Isaac pleaded for him to crawl to safety, but Juba delivered the final blow to Matthews' head. Witnessing his friend's death, Isaac broke. He yearned for home, for escape. Juba offered a ceasefire, but Isaac remained suspicious. Juba then revealed his true plan, luring American reinforcements with fake distress calls broadcasted through Isaac's damaged radio. Isaac watched horror as Juba used his name to bait another unsuspecting team. Days blurred. Weakened by his wounds, Isaac awoke to the painful peck of a crow. Resigned to his fate, he rigged a makeshift rope to retrieve Matthews' rifle. With renewed resolve, he aimed it at the pile of trash, ready to face Juba. In a desperate attempt to save the approaching soldiers, Isaac throws his weight against a nearby wall, sending a cascade of dust into the air. The thick cloud momentarily obscures Juba's vision, hindering his ability to locate Isaac. Blinded by the dust, Isaac opens fire on the pile of debris where Juba was last seen. Unsure of his accuracy, Isaac cautiously rises, only to discover an unsettling silence. Juba isn't returning fire. Believing he's eliminated the threat, Isaac lets out a sigh of relief. Suddenly, the thundering rotors of rescue helicopters fill the air. Relief washes over Isaac as he's hoisted onto a stretcher and whisked away. He strains to warn them about Juba, but the deafening helicopter blades drown out his shouts. Just then, a chilling realization dawns. Juba isn't finished. In a sickening display of brutality, Juba opens fire on the medical team, one by one. The pilot is not spared. The helicopter, now a flaming projectile, plummets toward the ground, its crash marking a brutal end for Isaac. Juba, a master of manipulation, had kept his word. Technically, there was no gunshot wound. With a chilling efficiency, Juba hacks into American communication lines, mimicking the voice of a soldier to lure his next unsuspecting victims. That's all for this recap of The Wall. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to hit that like button and subscribe to The Wall Movie Recap for more in-depth movie reviews and discussions. Let me know in the comments what you thought of the movie and what other films you'd like to see recapped.